So
I
Max,
agree.
yeah, absolutely. It's about having a good time. I'm curious because I ask a lot of musicians this question. You have a lot of hit songs, right? Here's to the Nights is one of my favorites. But I wanted to ask you about the song Inside Out because anybody that's anywhere near our age knows this song. When you're writing that song, and even when you're recording it in the studio, are you saying to yourself, this is going to be big, or do you have absolutely no idea and you just are nervous about it and you don't know how it's going to end up?
You know what's really funny? Like my daughter just had a show choir performance at the high school that John, or Sweet Pea as I call him, went to, and we were signed when we were still in high school. So like the band started when we were sophomores, and yeah, and a lot of the songs were written when we were still in high school, including that one. And uh, as we were like, it was a trip just being on that campus after 60 years or however long it's been. But
Mm-hmm.
like as we were leaving, we passed this corner right before one of the entrances of the school, and like I I remembered that that corner was where I told Sweet Pea before classes started. I guess it would have been in like our junior year or something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
And I said to him, just all guilelessness and naivete, I was like, I think I wrote a song that could maybe be on the radio. And it was that song. And it wasn't like, that song is one of those that went through, like, once we started working with Don Gilmore, who produced that record, you know, he we chopped a lot out of it. There were like extra verses that ended up getting cut. There was like that outro section wasn't there yet, so it was like it was the song in its rougher stages. But I think what was the kind of tell for me maybe was like when I would be playing it in my parents' dining room where I did a lot of my like writing, because I liked the acoustics in there, because hardwood floors, and it said there was like this
Mm-hmm.
built-in reverb, and so I liked to rock in there with my acoustic guitar. And my neighbor started coming over and being like, "Hey, play that Blender one again. I want to," and and my mom started referring to it as the Heart in a Blender song. And so yeah, it sort of was immediately, even in its rough infancy, kind of like reactive, and probably because it's such a, you know, um, kind of adolescent, heart on sleeve,
Right.
the things that make it cringe are maybe also the things that make it lovable. And I don't know, this is me doing analysis that's worth absolutely nothing, so
I
who knows,
disagree.
but
It's
like,
interesting to me because you wrote the song. It's one of the biggest songs of the '90s. "Tie Me to the Bedpost" is probably my favorite few words in that song. But
yeah.
the lyrics are incredible. Obviously, it's a phenomenal song. Does it ever get old you playing it in front of your fans?
This is one that I feel like when I give an honest answer, no one's gonna believe it. But the truth is, no. It's like, maybe it's because we're a one hit band, or you know, what people always correct me and say, no, what about whatever. But I mean, the Blender song is, you know, that was our main
Sure.
main jam, right?
Mhm.
And so maybe if we had had like 14 number one songs or something like that, it wouldn't be as novel to me to play a song that like everyone in the audience, whether they're a fan of the band or just, you know, had their rubber arm twisted to come to the rock show, everyone knows it. And that's a lot of fun, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like also playing a song, even if it's an old song, you're playing it right now. You know,
Yeah.
you're like you're doing the thing right now with
Yeah.
your dudes who you
Right.
love,
Yeah.
and it's, yeah, it's loud guitars and stuff. It's great.